Hello everyone, I'm Asmita Dabral. Welcome to Narayana Educational Institutions. Finally, the JEE Main Session 1 2025 examination results are out. And yet again, Narayana has dominated these results, and how? With not just one student, but a total of 5 students achieving 100 percentile. And one among them has also secured a perfect score of 300 out of 300. Well, let's go and talk to our young achievers and get their quick reactions. Hi, can you tell us your name and your percentile, please?
My name is Bhargav and I got 99.996 percentile.
Congratulations, first of all. So, were you expecting this sort of a result?
Kind of, yes, but yes, I was expecting this result.
So you must be very thrilled looking at your result, right? Because you were, in a way, expecting this. Let's take you back to your examination day, right? When you actually saw the questions, what was your reaction like? Did you feel like you'll be able to manage it, or you were a little nervous? Like everyone has that exam anxiety, right? Were you also feeling that?
Like 5 minutes before the exam started, I was pretty nervous, and also the first 30 seconds, I was like completely blanked out. But I controlled myself and brought me back into the life and started it. And once then things went smoothly.
So which section did you find was like difficult for you?
I personally was weak in physics, but I started with physics. And the first two questions I was able to do it, but I spent like 5 minutes on it. So I left it and went for chemistry, and things were good from then.
So, do you feel chemistry and mathematics were comparatively easier for you in comparison to physics?
Yes.
And how did you overcome this challenge with physics, right? Because you mentioned that physics is your weaker area in comparison to the other two subjects. So, how did you overcome this?
Just focusing on the concepts and solving the previous mains papers improved my preparation a lot in physics.
And what was your preparation strategy like when you were preparing for JEE Main?
For JEE Mains, in the chemistry part, it was mainly focused on NCERT and short notes revision. For physics also, it was mostly about NCERT and solving previous questions. Maths was challenging in the bit that you had to spend more time since the papers were too lengthy. That's it. And just practice.
Right. Practice, practice, and practice, because after all, that is what is going to make your, preparation perfect. Now, coming to JEE Advanced, how are you planning to shift gears? Are you going to stick to the same preparation strategies that you use for JEE Main, or is there something different that you're planning to do?
Like JEE Advanced is a lot more conceptual based questions, and so you have to change your gears. And like maths is pretty much the same because you have to just solve. But physics part, in mains, most of them are repeated questions. The previous year questions repeat. But in advanced, it's much different. So you have to have better conceptual understanding. Chemistry part also, the questions are interlinked with other topics. So you have to have grip on all the topics.
So clarifying your concepts and sticking to the basics is very, very important to, clear JEE Advanced as well. Now, coming to your final question, what is that one advice that you would like to give to all the aspirants out there?
Be focused and stay accurate.
Wow, crisp and to the point, Moving on to our next achiever. Hi, what's your name and can you tell us your percentile, please?
My name's Ritesh and I got 99.996 percentile.
Huge congratulations to you, first of all. So were you expecting this?
Yeah, we worked very hard and I was kind of expecting this.
I'm super proud of your answer right now because you mentioned that I worked very hard. So I definitely was expecting this. Yeah, all credit goes to you and your hard work there. What was your parents' reaction and your faculty's reaction?
All of them were very happy. My parents were on cloud nine.
Yeah.
My faculty were also happy. They helped me a lot and we got the result.
What do you think worked out for you that actually helped you succeed?
I specifically was every day I used to recheck my errors and focus on what I was missing as well as practicing repeated models. So it helped me a lot in the exam.
So did you get to learn also from each other? Because I'm sure every aspirant has their own strategies, right? And own way of approaching for examination. So did that also help?
Yeah, it helped me a lot. All of my friends also helped me. They gave me ideas for questions which I did not get. So they were also a huge help.
And how are you planning to approach for JEE Advanced preparation? Are you going to stick to what has already worked for you, or are you planning to take it a little differently?
Advanced is a very different exam from main, so using the same plan to prepare is not a good idea. Tackle more number of questions which are of higher quality, as well as solve previous year papers. So it's a different thing altogether.
So, in this journey of your preparation, right, you have your highs, you have your lows. So, the days when you feel actually very burnt out and stressed, what is that something that keeps you motivating?
Spending time with my friends, parents, watching movies, all of these are like relieve stress for me. So I'm not burnt out most of the time.
So, you do watch movies, right? Because most of the achievers that we think will be only studying 24 into 7 and, would not do anything apart from going through textbooks or something like that. Glad to hear that you actually did de-stress yourself and focused on movies. Now, coming to the final question, what is that one piece of advice that you would like to give to your fellow aspirants out there?
Be accurate, and if you see a tough question, don't think I can't do it. Just try. You might get it. Time management is also very important, and that's it.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing those insights with us. Congratulations once again. And we wish you all the very best for JEE Advanced. Hoping to see you fly with amazing results there. So, sir, coming to JEE Advanced, what advice would you like to give to your students as to what is something that they should focus on and what's something different that they should do from JEE Main?
JEE Advance is entirely different beast because here we don't have too many questions. There are only 18 questions, and out of those 18 questions, we have a lot of time. So one should not go for the speed. The only thing is accuracy. If you'll see average of first 20 students, last year average of first 20 students, it is only 110. So out of 18, topper can leave 2 or 3 questions. So a student has to attempt only 15 out of 18. If a student is very accurate, they can do it. So in that, accuracy plays an important role, and that's it, I think. And concept, they should not do rote learning. Concept should be clear, and their practice should be disciplined. That's it, what I feel.
Right. So accuracy is very important, and how smartly they appear and give equal importance to what part and what part they're actually aiming for to answer actually plays a huge role. So you need to, attempt your paper in a very smart way so that you are able to be very accurate with your answers. Coming to you, sir, can you tell us your name and which subject do you deal with?
I'm Srinivas. I'm teaching chemistry here.
Right. So, sir, what was your reaction? Were you expecting this sort of a result from your students?
Yes, ma'am, because our students prepared well and we are expecting that result also.
Right. So, when you looked at the JEE main paper for session 1, when you looked at the chemistry section in particular, what was your reaction? Was it easy, moderate, or difficult?
In the last year, we have some ambiguous questions. We were expecting the same kind, but this time we have less ambiguous questions and mostly from NCERT points only.
Right. So, if a student has actually covered NCERT thoroughly, do you think they'll be able to manage the chemistry section?
Especially in chemistry, we need repeated revision of NCERT points, and just they need to link the topics. So with that, they can score well.
Right. And what is some tips, tricks, and strategies that you would like to give to students out there, which will help them ace their JEE prep?
Like especially in chemistry, they need to identify the concepts where they are missing it, and they need to keep practicing of those concepts and need of more attempting the previous JEE mains questions. And also revising the NCERT again and again will be the key focus for the chemistry to score.
Right. Also, sir, many students are confused when there's only 1 week left for the exam, right? They don't know what to focus on, what not to focus on. They're like, should we focus on our strength areas or should we go back to our weaknesses and touch those up? So what would your advice be in the last week of prep?
Especially in the last week, they need to focus on their errors, which they committed in the previous exams. And also they need to focus on the NCERT points, which are mainly comes in the examination. And also on the short notes. Like we insist the students to write the short notes so that they can prepare well from the short notes in the last one week here.
Right. And what would your advice be to your students for JEE Advanced prep?
As when it comes to the JEE Advanced, mainly it is linking the topics, not like a question from a single topic. so they could able to link the topics well. So in that regard, if they do the practice from the previous JEE advanced papers and other practice questions, that is make them to do well in the advanced.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your insights. We have another young achiever right here with us. Let's get his quick reaction as well. Hi, can you tell us your name and your percentile, please?
My name is Pranav and I got 99.996 percentile.
First of all, huge congratulations to you. So, what was your reaction when you saw your result?
I felt like I reached my expectations and I was happy.
And what about your parents, faculty? How did they feel?
They were happy and they congratulated me very well.
Okay, let's take you back to the day of the examination, right? When you looked at the questions, what was your initial reaction? Were you like nervous or were you confident that you'll be able to tackle it?
Just before the exam, I was a little tensed, but I was confident of my preparation, so I did some meditation for some time, and then was cool. And I started with my favorite subject, and then I continued. Maths was little lengthy, but I gave enough time for that, and I covered it.
Which is your favorite subject that you started with?
Physics.
Oh, physics is your favorite subject. So, which section did you find challenging when you were actually attempting your pick?
Numerical type, there was some length calculations, and I did them with more time, and I cracked it.
So, what would your strategy be, right, when you're actually attempting your JEE main paper? Do you start with your strength area first, or do you first focus on the parts where you will be taking a lot of time?
First, I'll take up with my like easy areas, which I feel, and then slowly I'll go to the tougher areas.
Got it. Would you recommend the same thing to all the aspirants out there?
Yes, I do recommend.
Right. Now, coming to your preparation and your study schedule, right? How did your daily study schedule look like?
Like I would give one test every day, and then I will check my errors, and then I will redo them, and then I'll write short notes of them, and that's.
And what role do you think Narayana has played in this success of yours?
The time-bound practice and SATs and the valuable suggestions given by teachers helped me a lot. And the L1 tests were nearly same as the JEE Main pattern, and they were good.
How important are mock tests and previous year questions?
Yeah, the previous year questions gives us the idea about the JEE Main's questions and the level of them, and so that we can get to that level and we'll go through them easily.
And what is that one advice that you would like to give to your fellow aspirants out there?
Make the test time bound, and better your accuracy, better your score. Be more careful about your accuracy and not on number of questions that you attempt.
Thank you for sharing your insights with us, and congratulations once again, and we wish you all the very best for JEE Advanced, and we are hoping that you pass with flying colors there as well. As rightly pointed out by our young achievers and expert faculty, clarity of concept, sticking to your basics, hard work, accuracy, perseverance, determination, and right guidance is what will help you ace your dreams. Because at Narayana, we are committed to fulfilling your dreams, as at Narayana, your dreams are our dreams. Thank you for joining us.